Hello and welcome to our video on conquering fear, how it shapes our lives. We're thrilled you've chosen to join us on this enlightening journey. Whether it's fear of the unknown, fear of rejection, or fear of failure, we've all experienced these powerful emotions that can hold us back from our full potential. But what if we told you that understanding and acknowledging these fears is the first step towards conquering them? In the next few scenes, we're going to delve into the concept of fear, reflect on how it affects our lives, and explore how we can overcome it. We're glad you're here. Let's dive right in. Welcome back, everyone. I'm glad you've joined us for another deep dive into our human psyche. It's always a pleasure to explore these intriguing aspects of our lives with you. Ever wonder how our fears change the way we live? Take a moment to reflect on this thought. Fear, that raw, instinctual response to perceived danger, shapes our lives in more ways than we might realize. It's not just about those heart-pounding moments when we encounter a snake on a hiking trail or have to speak in front of a large crowd. No, fear has a way of seeping into the everyday, the mundane, the ordinary. Consider the decisions you make on a daily basis. Do you opt for the tried and tested because it's safe and predictable? Do you find yourself away from opportunities that could lead to growth and advancement because they involve the unknown? These are the subtle ways our fears guide our actions and choices. Now think about your relationships. How often do we let fear of rejection or fear of vulnerability hinder us from expressing our true feelings? How many times do we hold back from saying what needs to be said simply because we fear the consequences? Fear, it seems, has a knack for building invisible walls around us, impacting our connections with others. And what about the dreams we harbor within us, those grand visions of what our lives could be? How often do we let fear of failure or fear of judgment keep these dreams locked away, never to see the of day? It's a sobering thought, isn't it? Fear, it turns out, is not just a fleeting emotion. It's a powerful force that can shape our lives, influencing our decisions, our relationships, and our dreams. But the good is we're not helpless. By acknowledging the impact of fear, we take the first step towards reclaiming control over our lives. So I leave you with this question to ponder. What are the things we don't do because we're scared? What chances slip away because we doubt ourselves? How do our worries mess with our relationships? So here's something to ponder. How have your personal fears shaped your life? Let's embark on a journey of self-reflection, an exploration of the inner recesses of your mind, where fear has taken root and subtly influenced your choices. Consider the dreams you've had, the aspirations you've nurtured. Have they been fulfilled, or have they been cast aside, suppressed by the intimidating shadow of fear? It's easy to dream, but fear often convinces us that our dreams are unattainable, leading us to abandon them prematurely. Now think about the opportunities that have come your way. Those once-in-a-lifetime chances, the doors that opened for you to step into a brighter future. Did you seize them with determination? Or did you hesitate, allowing fear to whisper doubts into your ear, causing you to miss out on something potentially life-changing? Furthermore, let's reflect on our relationships. The connections we make with others are vital threads in the tapestry of our lives. Have you forged deep, meaningful bonds with the people around you? Or has fear held you back, making you build walls instead of bridges, pushing people away instead of pulling them closer? Fear can be a powerful deterrent, a formidable obstacle. But it's important to remember that fear is not a sign of weakness. It's a part of being human. It's a challenge to overcome, a hurdle to leap over. So take a moment now, grab a pen, a piece of paper, or maybe a journal. Write down your thoughts, your fears, and how they have impacted your life. Be brutally honest with yourself. There's no judgment here, no right or wrong answers. This is your journey, your story. Facing our fears might be daunting, but it's the first step towards conquering them. It's the beginning of a transformative journey, a path towards a braver, stronger, and more fearless version of yourself. Take a moment to write down your thoughts. Be honest, because facing our fears is the first step to beating them. Fear holds us back, keeps us stuck in a life that's safe but kind of boring. It's the unseen chain that prevents us from reaching out to our dreams, the shadow that keeps us from stepping into the sunlight of new possibilities. Fear, my friends, is the silent thief, robbing us of our potential for growth and fulfillment. We all have our share of fears, don't we? Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These fears, They have a way of creeping into our lives, subtly shaping our choices and dictating our actions. They become the invisible walls of our comfort zone, restricting us from exploring the vast expanse of life beyond. And what happens when we let fear rule? We miss out on opportunities. We forego the chance to learn and grow from new experiences. We avoid taking risks, even when those risks could lead to incredible rewards. We settle for mediocrity when we could be striving for greatness. Fear can also have a profound impact on our relationships. It can keep us from expressing our feelings, from being our authentic selves. It can create misunderstandings and cause conflicts. It can make us hesitate to trust and open up to others, depriving us of the joy of deep, meaningful connections. But the most damaging consequence of fear is perhaps the way it stifles our self-expression. It mutes our voice, dims our light, and suppresses our unique talents and abilities. It prevents us from sharing our gifts with the world, from making our mark and leaving a legacy. But imagine this: what if we could break free from the shackles of fear? What if we could step out of our comfort zone and embrace the uncertainties of life with courage and optimism? What if we could use fear as a springboard for growth, turning every challenge into an opportunity for self-improvement? Let's ponder on that as we move on to the next scene. What if we looked fear in the eye? What if we saw discomfort as a sign of growth? What if we refused to let fear be the boss of us? When we confront our fears, we unlock the door to infinite possibilities. We're no longer stuck in the same old routine, the same old life. We're free to explore, to grow, to become the person we've always dreamed of being. Overcoming fear is like finding a hidden key, a key that can unlock the most extraordinary treasures. Imagine a life where fear doesn't dictate your decisions, where you're not constantly second-guessing yourself or worrying about what could go wrong. Instead, you're focused on what could go right. You're eager to seize opportunities, to chase your dreams, to make the most of every single moment. But how do we get there? How do we go from being controlled by fear to being in control of it? The first step is to acknowledge our fears, to recognize them for what they are. False evidence appearing real. They're not the truth of who we are or what we're capable of. They're simply hurdles on the path to our true potential. Next, we need to challenge our fears, to question their validity, to ask ourselves, is this fear based on fact or is it based on a story I've been telling myself? And finally, we need to embrace our fears, to see them as opportunities for growth, not as barriers to our success. Every time we face a fear, we become stronger, braver, more resilient. We learn that we're capable of so much more than we ever thought possible. What if we looked fear in the eye? What if we saw discomfort as a sign of growth? What if we refused to let fear be the boss of us? The potentials are endless, the opportunities boundless, and the growth immeasurable. Let's rewrite the story, take back control, and live with courage, not fear. Come with me on this journey of healing and freedom. Together, we will embark on a path where fear is not the enemy, but a stepping stone to our growth. A journey where we'll learn to use fear as a tool for self-discovery and liberation. Imagine a life where fear doesn't dictate your choices, a life where you're free to dream, explore, and create without the constant worry of what if. A life where you're not held back by the shadow of doubt, but pushed forward by the light of courage. This journey is not about eradicating fear. No, it's about understanding it, embracing it, and harnessing its power to propel us towards our true potential. It's about realizing that fear is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to our strength. Every step we take, every fear we face, brings us closer to the person we aspire to be. And trust me, the person you aspire to be is already within you. You're not creating a new you, you're uncovering the you that's been there all along, hidden beneath layers of fear and self-doubt. So let's take this journey together, a journey of self-discovery, of courage, of freedom. Let's conquer our fears, not by running away from them, but by facing them head-on, by acknowledging them, understanding them, and using them as stepping stones to reach our dreams. Remember, this journey isn't about the destination, it's about the journey itself. It's about the person you become along the way, the fears you overcome, the courage you discover, and the freedom you achieve. So are you ready? Ready to step out of your comfort zone, ready to face your fears, ready to embark on this healing journey? I hope you are, because I can't wait to see the person you become. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos about healing and growing. Until next time, remember, you've got what it takes to face your fears.